Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. We're back. Yesterday was not the most impressive streaming day I've ever done, I'm not gonna lie. However, I feel I held myself together pretty well considering the circumstances. I do kind of like longs, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do kind of like longs on a yes. I feel longs could definitely be the play here, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of feeling like something like this could be nice. Up to this -4, but the risk to reward is not really doing it for me. To be honest with you. I do really like this setup. I do really like the setup. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Pretty clean there. Okay, I'm gonna hold off and wait. For a little while. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Let me just pin the Discord in the chat. If you're not a part of the Discord, make sure to come and join up. We have a great time in there. We really do. Okay. Yeah, I could see us also selling off from here, but I do think that we may want to come to Asia High, but I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna hold off for a min. For sure, I'm gonna hold off. I do like this rejection from -4 right there, I must say. That rejection from -4 is very clean. Very clean indeed. However, even is this fib that I'm using? Bottom here. From this low to this high, maybe? What even is this? I don't even know what that is, so I'm not gonna hold my breath with that, to be honest. We started the day very fast. We did indeed. I mean, we came up and swept out London High. This SMT is no longer valid, I don't think. We did have SMT. I'm not sure it's valid anymore. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting to see how we react off this 5-minute fair value gap there. Definitely. I think we could still get a bounce up to Asia High. I would be surprised if that didn't happen, to be honest. So yeah, we are just retracing into this range that we have right here, this upward leg. We're retracing into that. We're rejecting from this really nicely. I would expect us to come up to -4 just here, and then I would expect shorts from there. I would pretty much expect shorts like straight away off this level, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll see what happens. I'd love to see us just come up and have that bounce. But we'll see. As you can see, we have a ton of levels on ES just all lining up in the same sort of area. So I'd love to see a bounce from this area. Definitely. Like to hold the SMT with NQ at Asia High, because that would be that would make sense for why we would have a New York continuation today, which is what I'm expecting. We had a directional move down in Asia session, bit of a consolidation in London session, so I'm expecting a sweep of London and then for us to continue lower. As you can see, it's kind of nice to go with the general higher time frame bias, which is bearish. As you can see, we are just in a downtrend, and we have been since Monday. So yeah, it's nice to go with the general consensus of things, I suppose. So that's what I'm expecting for today. I think I would like Asia High on NQ to hold, really. That would make more sense than anything else. We don't have any news today, and it's also pre-FOMC day, so I'm going to be really careful. Ooh, that is my camera. Yeah, I'm going to be really careful trading, not going to force anything today. If I don't see anything, I don't see anything. I'm really being vigilant with myself, especially today, because pre-FOMC can be a little bit sloppy. So I'm going to be careful about that. Do you trade full time? I don't trade full time. Let's see what we want to do here. Not really useful anymore. Yeah, if you guys could speak in English in the chat, that would be great, because I don't speak any other languages, so I just won't be able to get you. Yeah, we're responding from the OTE of this bullish leg really nicely if we are going to continue up into this area. I would really like to see a rejection out of here, otherwise my whole kind of trade idea for the day does go out the window a little bit. If we do continue up here, I'm not sure I would want to get involved. I kind of do want to see the session profile play out, and if that isn't the case, then, well, I don't really know where we go from there. I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. NQ bib is not looking anywhere near as nice, to be honest with you. Like, nowhere near. I feel like NQ is nowhere near as clean as ES today. So if I was taking shorts, I would want to take the shorts on NQ, but I just think ES is a lot easier to read today. So if I do see us playing out shorts from this area, I will take it on NQ, but because NQ is just weaker. But I think this is why it's so nice to use NQ and ES, even if you only trade NQ, which I do trade both. But even if you only want to trade NQ, I just think using the other one as confirmation just make things a lot clearer, because sometimes I find it hard to read NQ, but it's really obvious what's going on ES. I don't know how to describe it to you, but yeah. I have a slight concern about this -4 lining up with Asia high perfectly from London session. I do have that concern, but I feel like if we get to this area and we don't want to reject out of there, then I'm too late to get on the whole Asia high bandwagon. And if we do head to Asia high, we may just want to continue up to previous daily high. In terms of the 4 hour, we've just swept out the previous 4 hour high. So it would be great to see some bearish action, but this candle to me is not looking very bearish when I look at the 4 hour candle. If we drop to the 1 hour, we have 19 minutes left of the 1 hour candle. So I'd ideally like for the next candle to be bearish, but I'm just also thinking from the higher time frame, like, what are we rejecting from other than this previous 4 hour high? There's not really anything. I guess SMT with Asia high is really what we need to be put in if we are bearish on the day, for sure. I think that is pretty necessary. Otherwise, I think we may just continue higher on the higher time frame. We've opened today and we have kind of just dropped. I would expect us to continue, really, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Good morning, Claudia family. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, SMT with Asia high is definitely necessary for me here. I think if that SMT was diminished, then I would flip my bias. Copy, hanging on new week opening gap. Yeah, I'm not looking to take anything yet, that's for sure. I want to see Asia High get taken out on yes, and see that SMT hold, see some bearish structure, hopefully. What's this stream about? The stream's just about me trading, really. There's nothing else to it. This is weird because maybe it was the daily chart that I'm talking about. No, these two lows were equal lows on the March contract, and now on the June contract, like it's been swept out, which is interesting. But like the daily chart actually is disgusting. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, how? Like, oh, daily bias where, bro? Daily bias literally where? What's interesting is we have SMT on the daily chart off this bearish daily fair value gap, so it would make sense for today to be a bearish New York continuation. That would make sense based on the daily chart, so that kind of ties into everything else that I was saying before as well. You seem to be sleepy today. Do I really? I feel like I'm just a bit more mellow. I feel like I'm not as, like, I'm quite a hyper person. Like, I get into those moods where I'm just, like, really overly hyper, but I don't really feel like that right now. I feel like I'm, like, I've just had a really chill morning. Not, like, I've just been, like, super productive, but super chill. Also not been getting as much sleep as I should be at the moment. Like, I've been getting, like, 6.5 hours, which is obviously not amazing. So I need to definitely get a good sleep tonight because I'm going to London on Thursday and my train is at 6 a.m. So I'm going to have to be up so early because I am one of those people who can't pack unless I have like stress, adrenaline to force me to pack. Like I am the worst last minute packer ever, literally. Oh yeah, what is everybody's bias for the day? Let's do a little poll. Start a poll. See what everybody's bias is for the day. Can you share the indicators you are using? Yes. So the only indicator I have on my chart right now is the ICT kill zones and pivots. So it's called ICT kill zones and pivots TFO. That's the only one I have on my chart. I have a few just here, but I don't have them on. Like I have this power of 3 one, which I don't even know how to use it, to be honest. I need to try to figure it out because I feel like it could be useful, but I just don't know what to do with this, you know? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this shit? I don't know. I think you can change the time frame of this, which would potentially be useful. Let me see the settings. Style. Visibility. Time labels. Like, bro, I don't know how to use this. I should probably watch the video on it. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Yeah, literally no idea. So I've just got that hidden for now. Yeah, I think shorts make the most sense for today. I would not like to see longs play out because otherwise I just think like I don't really know what to do with this situation. I'd really like to see us push up to here on ES and turn around in this area with all of my negative fours just above Asia high. Hold SMT at Asia high. That's what I want to see. If I don't see that, I'll have to reassess and really consider whether today is worth trading because pre-FOMC, no news Tuesday is likely not going to be the most high probability day. So On the June contract, yeah, it's rollover right now. You don't trade gold? No, I don't really trade gold. In fact, I've never traded gold before. I would like to have a go at Gold Asia and just see how I can do. You know what I mean? See whether I can find anything. I'm already long at London season targeting daily volume and balance. Nice, good shit. You're targeting what? What volume and balance? What volume and balance are you talking about? I guess there's one on AS if that's what you mean. Do. Kind of nice that we're accumulating right now, because then we might see this manipulation up to this -4 and distribute lower. That would be ideal. The rest is done. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, as Alan said, guys, please make sure to subscribe. I'm literally so close to 4,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. So make sure to drop a sub if you can. I would really, really appreciate that. I really would appreciate that from you. I feel like NQ fibs right now are just not it. They're just so confusing, you know? They're so confusing. These two are kind of annoying. But the rest is done. Also, please drop a like on the stream if you can. It's obviously free and it helps me out, you know? Helps push the stream in the right direction to the right people. Maybe I would be okay if NQ took -4 at Asia High. I don't think I would mind that. But if we, like, this would be my last leg in the sand for shorts. After that, I would be like, right, I don't know what to do here. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. See if this one on the S lines up, see, with anything. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, literally, we are just chopping back and forth for now. Definitely want to like wait for a break to the upside. Yeah, there's no way we turn around from here. I don't believe that at all. If we do, I'll be super surprised. Super duper surprised. Let me put this manipulation back in. Oh, we've actually already invalidated. So that's not useful anymore. I'm not going to plot those levels just because it will confuse me about what I already have on my chart, but feel free to send me a screenshot in Discord. I just hate having too much shit on my chart. It really throws me off. Like, I get so easily stimulated. I was actually talking to my mum about this the other day, and I think I might, like, have some sort of ism, because if there's too many things that I can see or too many noises going in from like different locations, like I get really stressed out and I just can't like deal with it. But like in school and stuff, I never like struggled to concentrate in lessons, so it must be like it's just a recent thing that I've started to notice, but I never struggled to concentrate in lessons in school or anything. So it's not ADHD. I think I would know by now if I had ADHD, but I don't know what it is. Some sort of, I don't know. What are we doing here? Why are we reacting from there? Like, for literally what reason would we react from there? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. But okay. But okay, Queen. But okay, Queen. Also, guys, if you're watching right now, I'm planning on running a TradeZeller webinar next week. So I'm gonna do it on my YouTube channel as like a live stream, and like quite a lot of people have asked me like how to use TradeZeller, like is it actually worth the money, like what different features does it have, how do you track your trades in there, like all of that stuff. How do I personally journal my trades? So I'm basically just gonna run a webinar just like showing the platform and showing you guys the full interface, how I track my trades, all the different features, all that jazz. So if you're interested in TradeZeller or just interested in how I journal my trades in general, then yeah, feel free to join. I think I put a poll on my Instagram story for what date and time works best for everybody, and quite a lot of people said next Tuesday. So I will keep you updated with the time and everything of that one. That is the only fib that makes sense to me right now on NQ, this one right here. That is the only one that makes any sort of sense, because using the same candle to me is just no. Just a bit of a red flag. Unless, I don't know, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That is the only thing that makes sense. I have no idea why we've just turned around like that. At all. Is this just going to be one of those days where I'm just like, I actually don't even know what's happening? Who knows? It could be. It could be. I got a fib from 618 to 623. It top ticked the negative 418. 618 to 623. That's a point, to be fair. It's just because it's not a swing low. Okay, yeah, love that. Thank you for that. Let me look at ES. Yeah, see, that's the swing low on ES. I don't know. I do have that fib on ES though. It will be recorded. Yeah, you'll be able to rewatch it like on my YouTube channel. You're getting old now that you're over the 20-year hill. Yeah, maybe I am getting old. Maybe that's the issue that we have at hand. Maybe I'm just getting old. What holidays you got in summer? I have a few. I'm going away for my birthday at the end of April, but I'm not sure where yet. I'm going to the Canary Islands with my girlfriends. I'm going to Greece with my family, and I'm gonna go back to Miami at some point, but I have no idea when. How are we? Nice to see a UK trader. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Honestly, like, I actually just, like, I don't know what's going on at this. I really thought that we would come up these and Q would sweep out Asia, to be honest. That is what I expected, but that has not happened. So, yeah. Maybe a partner. No, I haven't taken anything yet. I haven't really seen anything that I liked. We have just been chopping around for a while. I got onto my charts around this time and we've literally just gone back and forth until then. This is like our first breakout, if you will. Baby a partner, baby a partner, and you're so vain. I mean, this would make sense for us to come down to here if we do want to like drop from here. Like, I guess like I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, those make sense to me. Those make sense. Those make sense. What about that? Yeah, that makes sense. We'll see. See what we want to do. That is a nice reaction though, but we just didn't respect OTE, which to me makes it a little bit like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Afternoon there, Claudia. Hello. Yeah, it is literally just afternoon. Literally just afternoon. Hello. Hey everybody. I need to just pop my AirPods in for a minute. I do like this rejection from -4. I'm not gonna lie, I do like how that's responded there. I really do. Please bear with me, guys. I just have to listen to something. It's only like a minute. I'm trying to organize things for Thursday. I do like this setup. I just think like these lining up here is really, really clean. You see this? We have the negative 3.25 from the London manipulation right here, lining up literally to the tick with this negative 4 that we have right here. I do really enjoy that. I do really enjoy that. We have 3.5 holding from ES. Yeah, I do like it. I want to see how we respond to this OTE leg right here. I'm gonna get MNQ up ready because MNQ is definitely the weaker asset that we have here. I just really do think that this could be nice. Like these fibs that we have up here really are lining up with key targets. We have some relative equal lows in London session as well. So something like this could be super nice. I want to see how we respond though. Being a little cautious because I think that we could manipulate again and take these highs and also ES take Asia high. So I'm being pretty careful here. Okay, ES has left these equal highs in, so I'm definitely going to wait. Definitely going to wait for a sec. Let me put these back side by side now. I did like that idea, but I'm against it after seeing ES where it is. Oh, I've gone back onto the March contracts. I'm actually not used to the new contract. There we go. Okay, ES is definitely going to take Asia high here. For sure. See what we get off this fib. Not holding. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Ooh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, boom. That's been swapped. We hit this level. We hit this -4 literally to the tick. I like that these relative equal highs were swapped out. Actually more ideal. Okay. Hit that one as well. I want to see a reaction from here if my idea is going to play out. I want to see a reaction. We've left equal lows on NQ. Lows, I guess. Relative equal lows down here. Oh no, they are equal lows. Wouldn't mind another manipulation. Wouldn't mind that at all. I want to see bearish structure forming, but another manipulation higher is fine. Ideally, what I'd want to see is something like this. If this plays out, this would be A+ for me. I want to see us create a high around here, create a high, drop down a little bit, manipulate, and then close below this low. We retrace to OTE. I enter shorts, target, you know, these equal lows down here. I think we're going to come to true day open and London low today if we are bearish. Like I think we are. So that's what I would ideally want to see, but that does not look like it's happening right now. Okay, we'll come up to negative 3.5 there. Looks like NQ wants to come up to Asia high as well. Which isn't exactly what I wanted to see, but it's fine. How are you today, mate? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing splendid, actually. I'm a bit more mellow today. Some people have noticed. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel super chill. Like, I feel super chill. Okay, NQ's definitely going to swipe Asia high. There's that -4. Got -2. And yes. Can we create a high? No. I've funded in total around 450k, but I have 2 funded account rotations. So I'll copy trade 2 accounts and then I'll copy trade 3 accounts for a second rotation. So if I take a win, I'll rotate to the other accounts. If I take a loss, I'll rotate to the other accounts. Like, it's either a win or a lose. I don't try and recover my position on accounts. I just leave it until the next day, because if I've taken a win, then, you know, I want to maintain my profits. If I've taken a loss, I obviously don't want to lose any more on the accounts. So, yeah. Okay, Asia high snatched on NQ. See what we want to do here. I think now that we've come up to Asia high, I think if we are bearish, this is my like last line in the sand. I want us come down slightly, manipulate up to -2.5, go lower from there. That's what I would really want to see. This would have been a nice trade, you're right. I am just bearish, so I want to stick with the bias today, really. But obviously I need to see some bearish price action before I start going about that. I just want to see a high get put in. And then a manipulation. This would be a nice move to break out of this consolidation for a distribution lower for an AMD setup, for sure. I think that could be really nice. It's a pretty clear AMD if we now distribute lower. Little swipe of Asia high. I want to see us put in a high before we reach -2.5 here. That would be ideal, to be honest. I've been trading for about a year now. Doesn't look like it wants to put in a high before -2.5. Does it? Really doesn't. Why have you strategy hopped? I haven't. I've been trading this strategy for a while now. Happy year anniversary on your trading. Thank you. I'm fairly sure around a year ago today was when I got my first ever evaluation with Top Step, and I blew it after about 2 weeks. How many TPs you usually get monthly? I don't know. I've only been seeing consistency with my trading over the last like month, so I honestly can't tell you. If you ask me in like 3 months, I'll be able to tell you. But right now, I don't know. I really don't. A while you haven't been using fib projections for very long. I mean, I've been using them for however long I've been live streaming like consistently, which is a fair while. I used to trade like inversion fair value gaps when I used to stream like a while ago, but that was when I was streaming once a week, which was a fair while ago now. Like I've been trading this strategy for probably getting on for 2.5 months or something. But it's not really. I did strategy hop a ton towards the end of last year, like an absolute ton. I really couldn't find my feet with anything. But this strategy just really clicked for me. So at the end of the day, you have to strategy hop to find something that works for you. And I 100% believe that, and I'll say that to anybody. I really believe that you have to do that. But there's no way I would move on from this strategy. Like once you find something that like clicks, like you know. I'm literally like yeah, we have equal highs at the top. We have equal highs at the top. My bias for the day is bearish. We have 48% bullish, 35% bearish, and 16% neutral on the poll, which is interesting. Yeah, I think we could have the New York continuation today, but now that we've taken Asia high, it could go either way, to be honest. Just have to wait and see. Okay. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Okay. Looks like we're gonna... Is that even equal highs? Yeah, it is equal highs. Okay, I want to see us manipulate above these and then push below this low. Then I would look for an entry for shorts. That's what I want to see. If I don't see that, then I'll wait and be patient. It would make sense for us to turn around here for sure. Okay, those are swept out. I want to see us sweep this low now and then retrace to OTE. That would be lovely. That would be so lovely. I would really enjoy that if that wanted to happen. Really would. That would be absolutely unbelievable. Okay, Queen, you just continue. You continue. That's fine. This whole range is imbalanced too, so it's pretty optimal. Only 8:21. We have time before a New York AM sessione. Sessione. There's just no fair value gaps anywhere, you know what I mean? Like, there's just no higher time frame gaps. It's so weird. Do you even have any like inversion gaps or anything? It's literally just like, what is this? What is this? Same with the ES, there's just nothing. The only thing that could turn it around is this wick, I guess. I love that. We can hold that. That would be pretty nice. I would really enjoy that. Maybe room to go slightly higher? Ray, a drop of golden sun. Got that song in my head. I think it's from like Mary Poppins or some shit. So, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Honestly, like, are we turning around or are we just coming to previous daily high? Like, that's the question. Like, I wouldn't expect such a huge flipping, like, move, though. outside of the range on the day before FOMC. Like, this just makes so much sense for us to turn around. Like, what is going on here? But I don't know. Who am I to say what the Nasdaq wants to do? The Nasdaq does what the Nasdaq wants to do. Are we retraced into the daily? No, we haven't. Nowhere near. We're nowhere near. We hit -2? No. Yeah, I still like this, especially if we close below here. Like, I just want to see displacement though, you know? Like, I don't just want, like, wiki candles. Like, I'm not getting involved in that. But if we can get some bearish displacement below this low, I would happily take OTA of that leg. Like, I think that's so valid. This whole range is imbalanced. Haven't retraced a 0.5 of this range whatsoever. We have equal lows on here on NQ. We have relative equal lows on ES. Like, you know, I think this would be totally fine, because in this scenario as well, if we do want to come up to previous daily high, we would still be on side in the sense that this range is imbalanced, so we could at least like catch a trade to 0.5 of this range, because it's going to need to rebalance that at some point. Like, there's no way we're just going to continue tanking higher to previous daily high without some sort of retrace, you know, in my opinion. It would make sense for, okay, we do have a 15-minute gap, which I'm not a big fan of being there, not gonna lie. Not a big fan of that being there. That 15-minute gap is literally where that low is, but I would be taking my entry, so I want to wait until we close below a low. So I would be taking my entry up here, so I would be break even before we hit the 15-minute gap anyway. So, you know, it's kind of a win-win scenario. We would be risk-free before entering that gap. There's no way I would enter shorts in this area, because that doesn't make any sense. But if we look at this full range, yeah, it makes sense for us to trade pretty deep into that 15-minute gap, in my opinion, if we do want to turn around right now, which I'm expecting we probably will when the 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes' time. See how this whole leg looks. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. Okay, we have like technically swept out this low. Let's see if we hold OTA of this leg. Oh geez, what was that? That was flipping sudden, wasn't it? Well, we just haven't held OTA of that, have we? Okay, not holding OTA of that leg. We didn't quite hit -2 of this leg though. This just seems to be never ending. Like, I expected it to turn around before Asia high on flipping NQ, but it was like, no, I don't think so. We're at a point now where I would want to be in line with shorts or nothing, because we have such an imbalanced range, but it might be the case that 930 delivers us lower and we just piss around for a while. Who knows? Who flipping knows? What did I miss? You missed absolutely nothing. I've just seen price like absolutely skyrocket, but I was not on side, so Yeah, we didn't take anything in that, unfortunately. Change your thumbnail image. You look too old in that. You do know that that's not a nice thing to say, right? I hope we know that. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at this 30-minute candle. It's fucking crazy. 30-minute fair value gap, the only fucking fair value gap that is there anywhere. Ugh. Like, what are we doing here? To be honest, like, looking at the 30-minute chart, like, it would make sense for us to come up into this wick, at least to 0.5 of this wick, but I mean, ES is nearly at 0.5, I think. Oh no, it's nowhere near. Not even close. Because, I mean, we retraced into this gap, reacted off this true day open, and we've just been bullish ever since. Oh my gosh, guys, I need 10 more subscribers to hit 4,000 subscribers, so please drop a subscribe if you're not already. I would really appreciate it. You're in a short here. If I don't get a setup in 5 minutes, I'll gamble on a 15-second. I think if you don't get a setup in 5 minutes, you need to turn off the chart and go outside. That's my personal opinion. If I don't start to see bearish price action like now, I think it's a wait till 9:30 type vibe. I don't know. What do you guys think? This queen just does not look like it's gonna move lower anytime soon. Oh, this has been boring this morning. I didn't expect this upward leg, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I did on ES up to Asia high, and I expected us to turn around where I've drawn this black line, but that just did not happen whatsoever. So, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Yeah, I would expect the 30-minute fair value gap to hold, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it doesn't, then we're definitely coming up into this wick, at least to the consequent encroachment of this wick, if not higher, to be honest. Like, if we look at the structure, you look pretty bullish looking at the higher time frames. Like, I thought a New York continuation was going to carry out, but I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not so sure. That true day open held so nicely. So nicely. I just got slumped. Oh dear. God damn. I think we're nearly at consequent encouragement now on ES. Yeah, we are. Interesting. Negative 2.5 and NQ and consequent encroachment of an hourly wick lining up is pretty nice. I wouldn't be too mad at that. But this is definitely 100% last line in the sand for fucking shorts. We aren't rejecting from the consequent encroachment of our hourly wick. and like we just are going to previous daily high. I just think New York AM will be such chop though if we head straight to previous daily high. Like, what targets do we even have left for the day? Do you know what I mean? Like, we literally just like taken out the whole range. That doesn't look like a 15-minute candle that's going to turn around, does it? Not really. Not really. Oh my gosh, look at that hourly candle. God damn. God damn. God damn. God damn. Honestly, looking at this, I'm just a bit like, what on earth? I'm just a bit like, what on earth? We don't play off this area, then I'm done on the idea of shorts now. I would rather wait for like some sort of pullback for a long, probably an AM session now, to be honest. Some days on the charts are just like this though. You just sit and observe and you don't find anything, and that's just what happens. Some days you know what's gonna happen, and some days you're just not sure and it doesn't do what you want it to do. We have played -4 here literally to the tick. And this -4 on ES and the consequent encroachment of an hourly wick. So like I would be happy to take shorts from here, but if we break above like this high we've just made, if it's not just the tiniest manipulation, then like I'm done for shorts, and I'd rather probably wait. I don't want to see us close below this low or make a new low and break below it. I wouldn't say it's a risky short. Like, this would be A+ for me if it plays out, because we just have so many confluences that make sense for us to at least have a pullback. Right here, this whole range is imbalanced. We're rejecting from a -4, a -3, consequent encroachment of an hourly wick, a -2.5, a -4. Like, when all these things are lining up on NQ and ES as well, it's like, okay, that is like chef's kiss. So yeah, that's my opinion anyway. But it does look like we're gonna, yeah, I'd rather enter before this fair value gap is created, because I can see us, especially if we're bullish still, like we're probably gonna want to fill this 15-minute gap anyways. So yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking. Risky is my middle name. Love that. Love that. Chris Donnell, you don't need to come in my chat and just tell me about fucking bullshit. Like, you're the one wasting your time in my live trying to hate. Like, do I really think like a super profitable trader would be in a 21-year-old girl's live, like leaving hate? Like, bro, go and get a job. Indeed.com. Use it. You clearly fucking need it. No, I haven't taken anything yet. Guys, we've got 167 viewers. If we respect OTA here. Full-grown man, by the way. Tell him, Claudia. I know, right? You're only 21, yeah. No, I understand that profitable people would watch me potentially just for like interest, but I'm saying there's no way a profitable trader would come on to someone's live stream and leave hate. Like, what? There's no way. I'm not believing that for a single second. Because this is why somebody asked me about the whole TJR scenario yesterday, and my response was, I think it was pretty obvious that he might not be the best trader who you should be learning from. Like, yeah, maybe he's made money trading, okay? Like, I understand he's done live streams and things, but to learn from and to buy a mentorship from, why are you buying that from somebody who clearly is like so emotional, which goes against everything you learn about trading psychology? Like, why would you buy a course off someone who is doing the opposite of what every single trading book ever will tell you? Like, it makes no sense. And this is why it makes no sense for a profitable trader to be leaving hate on people who are trying to make it, because they've been in that scenario before. They're like hating as if they've never been unprofitable. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, like, you've been here before. If you're actually profitable, you've been in this scenario. Like, yeah. And also, profitable people just don't leave hate, because if you're profitable, you have to be such a disciplined individual to have got to that stage, to be in the best of the best, the top 1% of people trying to trade these markets. You have to have a mindset that's different to other people. You know, you can't have an ego. You got an ego, these markets will humble you faster than fucking anything. So that's how I know that anybody leaving hate is not profitable. It's just obvious. Like, it's easy. It's just like easy psychology knowledge. Like, why would someone who's a profitable trader come on a random 21-year-old's live and leave hate? Like, no. We've got equal highs on ES now. Oh. Ignore it. Sausage hate. Sausage hate's funny. First, you hated on TJR. I never hated on TJR whatsoever. I haven't said anything hateful about him. I've stated facts. In his videos, he is heavily emotional. You can clearly see. His heart rate is probably way higher than if you go and watch like Tanya Trades. You compare the two live streams and you think, who would I rather learn from here? Based on just what trading psychology books tell you. I'm not hating on him. I am saying the logical fact. I don't have anything against TJR. He's a clever individual. Everybody has something to learn off successful individuals, whether they are fraudulent or not, in my opinion. Whether you think TJR is a profitable trader or not, there is something you can learn from him in terms of marketing. He's an incredible marketer, and you can't take that away from him, whether he's profitable or not. Like, he is talented and he works hard. Whether he's a profitable trader or not, I don't know. I don't have a clue, to be honest. But yeah, I'm not hating on him at all. It's just very obvious from his live streams that he's clearly emotional. He's shouting. He's like dancing around everywhere. You're going to have a higher heart rate, which just leads to you like feeling more anxious and likely to make more like sporadic decisions. Like, that's just what happens. If I drink like loads of coffee, so my resting heart rate increases, like I am more likely to make a stupid ass decision on the charts and also feel more anxiety while I'm in drawdown in a trade. Yeah, Tanya is so calm. At least I'm smart enough to use bookmap. At least I'm smart enough. At least I'm smart enough. I'm just going to leave that statement there. I think that tells you everything that you need to know. Can you explain what equal highs tells us? Yeah, so if I'm bearish and I want to look to take a short, I would have potentially looked to take a short. If we close below this low here, I would want to take a short on the retrace. But if that happens now, I would not take the short just due to us having equal highs, because equal highs, or ICT calls it engineered liquidity, is basically a great magnet on price. So if we've left equal highs there, I don't want to be involved in shorts, because price is more than likely going to want to manipulate and sweep these out before going lower. Now, yes, there is occasions where it will leave equal highs and continue lower, but if that's the case, I don't want to be in on these shorts because they are lower probability for me, and that goes against my rules. Well, the facts are he's profitable. Okay, if that's facts, that's fine. I don't follow him on anything. I hardly know anything about the dude, but I've just seen his live streams and I just think he's just surely logically not the best person to learn trading off, in my opinion. The thing is, you can be a great trader and a very bad teacher, and people forget that there's a difference between that. Just because you can trade doesn't mean that you can teach other people and make other people profitable. And I 100% believe that. Yeah, I think waiting until New York AM is definitely the move here, for sure. Because for us to come up, take out the equal highs, and then actually make the structure that I want it to make is probably going to take more than 15 minutes. And do I really want to be in a trade at 9 o'clock? Not really. Yeah, I found price action yesterday particularly difficult. Why does that word sound really weird? I found price action yesterday particularly difficult. I took some losses yesterday. Found it hard to read. Probably should have sat out, but that's that. Yeah, so this situation we have here, I would now be looking for shorts. Now that we haven't swept it, we've made equal lows, but we've swept it on ES. I would be looking for shorts off the retrace here, but because we've left equal highs on ES, I'm not looking for that now because it breaks my rules. I would rather not be involved. What you saying, Mush? Oh, hey. There's not a soul out there. Do 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 do. Guys, did we hit 4K subs? Oh my gosh, no freaking way. That is so crazy. have to look. I have to look. 4K subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I'm bringing it up on the screen. You see that? 4K subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I am so grateful right now. So grateful. Can you believe that I have 4,000 subscribers? That's fucking crazy. I just subbed. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. First time here. How is everything going? Everything's going pretty well. I've not taken any trades yet. I've been waiting for a short setup, but not seen it present yet. I have a feeling it's going to present in New York AM, if it's going to present at all. So yeah, just being patient. We did have a day like this last week actually, where I was like, I want to take shorts, and I literally waited like 3 hours for the setup, but the setup did actually playing out so nicely. Can you check who was your 4,000 subscriber? I actually don't know how to do that. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna chop for a while. Can't imagine it chopping for 40 minutes, but who knows? I can't wait to spend the evening on a. I mean, where's the opening range gap gonna be? Because that could be a good indicator for us. Where's 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock is here. So yeah, we're gonna have an opening range gap below as well. Extra bearish confluence. So yeah, definitely still bearish going into the AM session. Guys, please bear with me. I'm just gonna nip to the loo, as we say in the UK. I know no one will know what that means, but someone British in the chat can explain. She's back. She's back. You are lacking some sleep because you have gone bonkers today. Do you reckon? Maybe, yeah. Maybe that is the case. I want to check who my 4,000th subscriber was, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, this is Chop indeed. Chop City. Chop City, Chop City. How do I do that? Analytics, maybe? Overview. Honestly, I've got no idea. But for 4,004 subscribers right now, I think I won't be able to see because quite a few people like have their settings off where you can't see their username if they're subscribed to you. So I think that might be the default, but I might have made that up. I don't know. But yeah, insane. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. I'm going to put a little link on my Instagram story actually. Let everybody know that we're live and we've just hit 4K subscribers. Let's do... Oh my gosh, guys, I'm absolutely starving. Absolutely starving. Some would say I'm starving Marvin. Okay, let me put a little poll up. No, that is not straight. Behind the scenes. Come live trade with me. There we go. Honestly, I'm so absolutely starving. About to break fast at 1 p.m. Love that. Just go in your notifications and reduce 4 subs away. Lol. I don't get like a notification when somebody subscribes. I don't know why. Is this a normal conversation? What do you mean? Yeah, my Discord community is pinned in the chat. Oh, this is boring. What is this? Honestly, if I get this short setup today, I will deserve it to win because I've waited very patiently for this. Very, very, very patiently. You know what I mean? I don't wanna be a Are you profitable? Are you the perfect AI? Lol. Well, I'm not profitable, so maybe not. I'm working on it though. I've been seeing a lot of consistency over the last few weeks for sure. I've seen a huge improvement in my trading, and I've actually had quite a lot of my friends, like my friends who make money trading and are like getting consistent payouts. I've had a few of them message me and been like, I've seen your progress lately. Like, you look like you've made so much progress in such a short space of time, like well done. And oh my gosh, like it's just the best message ever to receive, that people are actually noticing your progress, you know what I mean? And anybody who's like been on my streams like maybe over a month ago, over 2 months ago, will know like how much progress I've made in such a short amount of time. Like I feel like a whole different trader, you know what I mean? Yeah, I have passed prop firm challenges. I'm trading I'm trading 2 funded accounts and 1 evaluation right now. Copy trading those. You can only see my 2 fundeds on the screen because I don't want it to take up too much room on the screen, you know what I mean? So yeah. Your friends trade ICT? They do, yeah. Yeah, guys, honestly, we've grown so much on the stream as well. I used to like get 30 viewers. I had like 500 subscribers. Like we've grown so fast. It's so crazy. so crazy. Like, it's so exciting. I can't believe we've just hit 4,000 subscribers. Do you guys know how fucking crazy that is? Like, I'm so grateful. I don't wanna be better, be better, be better. We are holding that 0.5 quite nicely, to be fair. I heard that ICT stands for I can't trade. Yeah, lots of people like to say that. ICT has plenty of haters, for sure. Quick strategy explanation. Okay, so I use fib projections in line with certain ICT concepts. So I'll like mark out session liquidity, 4-hour highs and lows, previous daily highs and lows, like weekly highs and lows, and I will try and pair those with each other. Like, I use ICT concepts paired with fib projections, basically. So I will either trade the continuation or I'll trade the reversal. Right now I'm looking for a reversal because we've left an imbalance range below as we have not retraced to 0.5 of this leg. So even if we are still bullish, I'm expecting a pullback to 0.5. So I'm expecting a reversal from this area because we are at consequent encroachment of the hourly wick, and we are respecting -4 and -3 here on ES. Nice, we've swept out those equal highs. That was some incredible volatility off 9 o'clock there. Insane. Love that. Quick sweep of the hourly high. Now is the time where I'm like, do I still take the setup that I've been waiting for, even if it presents itself before 9:30? And that's something that I have to consider, I suppose. It just depends what it looks like, I think. If we get displacement, quick displacement, big bearish candles, fast price action, I would be open to it, but it would have to be before 10 past, 9:15, definitely, because then it gives me chance to be break even before that 9:30 open. And like, I want to, like, the ideal scenario if you're taking a trade at 9 o'clock is you want to have a partial taken before 9:30 and you want your stop loss to be in profit. So it is a risky one. It is a risky one indeed. But if I see the displacement, I see the volatility, I might go for it, because I've been waiting for the setup for a long time. How does anyone follow ICT who only trades demo capital? I don't really see the whole thing about saying, oh, you only trade demo capital, because people trade with prop firms. Not everybody just has capital to start with. And even if people do have capital to start with, not everybody wants to risk that capital on trading. In order to make any decent profits in a live account, you need thousands of pounds in there. Not everybody wants to use their own money and risk thousands of pounds to start out trading. If you're a beginner, you have no reason to be trading a live account with thousands of pounds in it. Like, it makes no sense for you to do that. Are you trying to play continuation longs or shorts instead? I would love to catch the shorts because that's what I've been looking for. However, I would be open to longs as well if I don't manage to catch the shorts down to 0.5 of this leg, because that ultimately will be my target. I don't want to be a home wrecker. Alright, we've broken above them highs now, but I'm not really seeing fast movements to the downside just yet. I don't think higher price is valid today. We are on premium with no news. Yeah, I can't imagine myself taking longs today. I can imagine myself either taking no trades at all and just sitting out, or trying to catch the longs, the shorts even. I can't imagine a long setup presenting that I would really like, because so many of the buy side targets have been taken out now. So yeah. What do you do other than trading? I have like a few other streams of income which I do in my spare time. I of course do my Claudia Trades socials pages. Like I have an Instagram and a TikTok and obviously YouTube, so I do that. I also post on social media for other brands, so like faceless, like brand content, like I'll film and edit and things, their content. I got into that like a year or two ago, and I've been really enjoying that. So yeah, I do that. And I also do data analysis as like a remote contractor role. It's pretty nice because it's kind of like whenever I want to do it, I can just do it and earn money. And I've kind of learnt that skill from engineering, so yeah. You're live on TikTok. Love that. Love that. I just find TikTok live a little bit hard because I used to go live on there and trade, but they didn't like the dollar values being shown and things like that. And I just think like that's the entertaining part to watch when you're trading. You know what I mean? I'm really starting to get like hay fever. I get really bad hay fever from spring all the way till like September, October time. Like I am just the worst with allergies. I have so many allergies, and I'm really starting to feel it now. I'm probably gonna have to start taking some antihistamines every single day. We are just not stopping, are we? Like, what are we doing? We're not stopping at all. Are you here every day? I'm not here every day, so this week is kind of against my usual schedule because I am in London Thursday, Friday filming, but I usually stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday every week. I don't wanna be a homewrecker. I just wanna go back. Yeah, I have seen the Daily Sibby, but NQ has actually already tested that yesterday, and we have SMT there, so I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of us not heading up there today, to be honest. But I feel like I can't, like, I wouldn't expect us to take previous daily high. I would prefer us not to. I'd prefer us to be like an inter-range day just because we're the day before FOMC. I think if we sweep that out, then things get a little bit confusing, in my opinion. Like, I'd honestly be like, oh my god, what's going on? Why do we have so much volatility today? I need to do that as a little 0.5. I mean, we're obviously not respecting 0.5 of that, are we? Like, ES could take it out, though, to be fair. ES is getting pretty close. My goat, Claudia Trades. Yeah, I'm full porting your signal. I think that what you should do is you should full port shorts, like, right this second. And I think that that would be really optimal for you. Let me know your P&L afterwards. I just like absolutely don't enjoy this at all. I really wanted to see us like hold this level, but we just like absolutely haven't. We now have stacked equal lows here though, which is kind of nice. Kinda. But not really. Not really that nice. Today's potentially going to be a no trade day. Like, I actually don't know. I'll see what 9:30 brings, but I'm a bit like, we've actually taken out every single buy side target, so unless we start turning around. I'm absolutely starving. I'm absolutely starving. If I lose my trade, it's because I'm hungry. Because I'm starving. Honestly, my TikTok DMs are a fucking scary place. Sometimes I venture in there and I always regret it. Like, there's lots of people who try and do trading businesses, right? Oh, what's going on? Probably because I've not clicked anything in that long. So there's lots of people who try and do trading businesses. Like, there's like hundreds and hundreds of like trading journals, people trying to make a new trading journal which has a new feature of some sort, back testing, all that jazz, right? And then they'll reach out, like I've had a few reach out to me. They'll reach out and they will just offer me like free access and affiliate commissions for their site. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, why? Like, you can see on my page, if you go on my page, that I have a collaboration with FX Replay and TradeZella, which is like the two most trusted like journaling and backtesting platforms, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, why would I just suddenly decide to bin all that off this random person's platform when they're just offering me some free access to it? Like, I don't know. It just feels silly. Like, you have to be so clever to develop some sort of website like that, but then the marketing strategy is just not there. Just not there whatsoever, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that I would like ask for thousands of pounds, but I'm just saying, like, what incentive does anybody have to try out their platform? They get some affiliate commissions from like the one person they'd sell it to. Like, I don't know. I just feel like unestablished like companies need to up their marketing game, in my opinion, or get some funding from somewhere to do marketing. I don't know. Especially when you deep like how much money these like journaling these like journaling and backtesting and prop firms are making. The popular ones are making so much money that they can afford to pay influencers a crazy amount. So these like new startups have actually got no chance unless they either get funding from somewhere to afford to pay for influencers, or they have a product so fucking good that they don't even need influencers and the product just sells itself. Because that's kind of what FX Replay did, because at the time they were just like revolutionary. Like, they didn't even need it. Like, I don't even associate FX Replay with a single influencer. Like, I couldn't name you one influencer who like advertises for them other than me, to be honest. How do I stop revenge, Claudia? I was actually listening to Randy Howell this morning, so maybe I'll be able to give you something insightful. I've personally never struggled with revenge trading, and I genuinely think it's because of just females' biology. Like, all the girls that I know who trade don't struggle with revenge trading. We struggle with the complete opposite and struggle with having the confidence to actually place a trade in the first place. And a lot of times I would FOMO trade because I would understand where price is going. I would lack confidence, so I wouldn't place the entry. And then I would watch price start running to my target, so I would enter late. So then you're more likely to get stopped out if you enter late, because my stop loss is where like my break even would be, you know. So that's what I struggled with the most. But Randy Howell talks about revenge trading. I'd highly recommend you watch his videos. He is such an insane trading psychologist. I really, really like his stuff. His lectures and things like the free ones on YouTube have taught me a lot. But I think the thing with revenge trading is you have to separate your emotions from your thoughts. And what does that involve? That involves, if you revenge trade, you have to reflect on that moment and you have to realize, okay, my emotions took over my rational self, because humans aren't built to be rational beings. We're emotional beings. So you kind of have to be accepting of your emotions, but learn how to deal with them rather than suppress them and try and get rid of them completely, because it's not possible. And I think there's a difference between trying to force yourself to not feel a certain type of way than accepting, okay, I may feel this type of way in this scenario when I put myself in this scenario, but I need to learn how to deal with that. These two things are very different. Yeah, exactly. Males struggle with revenge trading due to the ego problem. And this is why there's been studies over female and male traders. Now, male traders succeed in taking the largest winning trade, a singular winning trade. Males win by a mile. They will get the big wins, right? Because men are risk takers. They're so much more willing to put risk on, right? Women over a long term tend to do better in terms of P&L because they're better risk managers. So men are better risk takers, women are better risk managers. And this is just all like genetic biology, which like goes back generations, and it's like ingrained into our DNA. So rather than trying to change your literal like DNA and genetics, you have to learn how to deal with it. Yeah, I agree with that so much. Having not necessarily a life outside of trading, because I'm sure a lot of people who are learning trading are maybe at university or in school and have friends and have family, things like that. But I think a big factor into not being so bothered by the outcome of your trades is having other income sources. And I think this has helped me a lot. Because when I started trading, I had a full-time engineering job, like I had a great salary. I still live with my parents, so I'm not worried about bills. I have no financial stress or pressure. And I think even if you still live with your parents and you don't have any financial pressure necessarily, I think having other streams of income coming in make trading a lot less stressful. Because if you're stressed about losing $50 on a funded account, that is already putting you at such a larger disadvantage to the other people who have plenty of money to spend on evaluations. They don't care about the outcome. They let probability play out. You know what I mean? And when you are already at a disadvantage to people in a space where the only top 1% are winning, like that's when, you know, these small disadvantages really count. So that's where having a part-time job, you have to just drop your ego and put the fucking McDonald's uniform on. Like, just do it. It's so worth it. Having that disposable income to spend on evaluations if you need them, so that you can take losses, so that you can have a losing week. You know, you have to allow yourself to have losing weeks. Nobody's strategy, you know, is 100% win rate. You have to allow for losses. And if you don't have the money to allow for losses, to the point where, yeah, you may blow the odd funded account, you may blow the odd evaluation, then that's where like your psychology can really mess you up because of just money being on the line. I knew somebody was going to say that's not true. Men do the best at everything. I knew somebody was going to say that. You heard about Trade Sharp? I haven't. I don't have financial burden. I live in the third world country. I want to dip out of this misery, I'm assuming you mean. Okay, so maybe you don't have a financial burden, but you have something that's weighing over you where you want to make money to escape that scenario. So you do have a pressure on you to make money. Maybe it's not to do with bills, but you do have that type of pressure. So you need to, first of all, become happy in your scenario in any way that you can. You need to express gratitude daily. If you're constantly trading with the idea in the back of your mind of, oh, when I make it with trading, I can do this, or when I make it with trading, I can leave this area. As soon as those thoughts start creeping into your head, you are not in a logical, rational mindset to be trading, in my opinion. I have 2 daughters, I'm pro-women. Just because you have 2 daughters does not mean you are pro-women. There are plenty of like middle-aged men who just hate women. Genuinely. I'm gonna ChatGPT it right now and we can see whether you're right or wrong. We can see whether I'm right or wrong as well. Okay, so with trading, is it true that women are better risk managers and men are better risk takers, meaning men get larger singular winning trades, but women do better over time? Let's see what it wants to say. I'm going to read it out because, you know, I'll drop my ego. If I'm wrong, I'll take it. I'll take it. But I'm just trying to skim through and actually read the actual information which is needed. Boys will be boys, gender overconfidence. Okay, so there is a study that shows they analyzed 35,000 brokerage accounts. So this is interesting actually. So the men traded 67% more than the women, right? And this higher trading frequency reduced their returns because of the fees from their like higher number of trades, which is really interesting. So it's not because the women like picked better stocks or anything, but they traded less, so avoided the fees and things like that, which is interesting. Okay, so interesting statistic from hedge fund research. Some hedge fund reports found women fund managers often have lower drawdowns. Men often produce higher peak returns but higher volatility. So men win bigger, but women lose less. I think that's pretty true. I agree with that. Yeah, that's interesting. I think that makes sense. That kind of links to what I was saying. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing right now? I don't even know. I'm so hungry, guys. We have SMT at previous daily high right now, but I just like, what are we even like aiming for in terms of fibs? Like, I need to just like get rid of some of my fibs. We have this -4 here, but I just want to delete them because we have a lot going on and I need to just like reassess my whole Fibonacci vibe right now. Obviously, we have this whole imbalance leg still. Okay, let's remove. Like, we've taken out some buy-side targets and a half here. Like, where are we meant to go from here? You know what I mean? There's no way longs are on the cards right now. Absolutely no freaking way. New York AM high. This high. Yeah, that swept already. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, I can get rid of this now. I can get rid of all of these. I'm gonna clean up my charts a little bit because, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, I've got might be a little bit far. We've disrespected that one, so that's not useful at all. That fib is the one that makes most sense to me right now. This one looks like it makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, we've tapped into the daily fair value gap, daily bearish fair value gap. Now, I will just draw out for us to have on the chart. I draw my sibbies in pink. Don't forget to include the volume imbalance in your fair value gap, everybody. Okay, no, that's not particularly useful, is it? That's not useful. Oh, that's not useful. I love spring so much. What's your guys' like thoughts on spring? I'm personally such a spring gal. Love spring. Honestly, the best. I need to sneeze. Okay, 3 minutes till market open. Let's see if we can catch some shorts at market open. That would be awesome. Awesome sauce. Anything but Canadian winters. Yeah. I went to Canada in last summer and they were telling me about the winters and it just sounds like hell. I could not do that. I actually like would hate it so bad. I really feel like I wouldn't enjoy it. that we've been given. Cabbages and greens, broccoli and beans. I've got that song stuck in my head. Did anybody used to sing that in primary school if you're from the UK? That is probably very, very, very niche. Very niche, unbelievably niche, actually. Unbelievably niche. Okay, 40 seconds until the open. 40 seconds until the open. Let's see what happens. See whether we can get an entry or whether this is just a 3-hour sit down and stare at charts and do nothing type day. We have the opening range gap below us, like a huge opening range gap below us, which I will draw out now. We have this opening range gap there. Oh my gosh, we're literally just tanking. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro. Oops. There we go. Okay. I am on June charts right now. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see us wick up to -4 here. Or even -4 here. I think that would be nice. This -4 rejection from there could be nice. We'll see what happens. Maybe it just wants to tank. Who knows? Who flippin' knows? There shouldn't be an opening gap. There definitely should. It's the difference between 4 p.m. yesterday, and if you look at 4 p.m., we're around this price, so it makes sense for us to have that gap. What is New York AM gonna bring us? What do we think? What do we think? I think it's shorts or nothing for now, in my opinion. Somebody's definitely taken this inversion up to previous daily high, something like this. Like I can just imagine seeing it on flipping Instagram, something like that. I've definitely taken that. I know it. There we go. Up to -4. This -4 on ES. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I don't really like that we closed over this level. Honest. Is it ever gonna turn around? Honestly, like, is it ever gonna turn around? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. ICT's going live. ICT is going live on YouTube. Just seen his tweet. Oh wow, we're just going even higher. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant news. Oops. I need my other fib. Need my other fib. This is the only fib that makes sense to me now, I feel. Yeah, maybe I should be using this one. Well, that doesn't do shit, thank you. Girl, no longer valid whatsoever. You are. Neither is that one. My fire. The one. Desire. Believe when I say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Guys, I just can't find a fib. Can't find a fib. Only makes sense on the ass. Oh. Only that one really makes sense off the open, but that is just huge. Huge. What the hell is this? Anybody else like bored of it going higher? Like, can we just have some bearish candles? My nose is so itchy, guys. Help. Yeah, we took out previous daily high just here. This is the only leg that makes sense now, I feel. So many fibs that aren't playing out. So many fibs that aren't playing out. Tough day for sure, tough day for sure. On the old charts. That's not playing out for ES though, is it? So ever. I'm so tired. Believe when I say I want it that way. Do we have a post London? I guess we have this, but that's probably already been disrespected. Yep, it has. So is that. I like the rejection from the 0.5 of the bearish daily gap. That's the only thing that I like so far. It's the only thing that I can see that I like on this whole chart. Holy chop, man. Holy chop. Anybody taken anything? Did anybody take longs off the open? Everyone is dead. Yeah, I feel dead as well. Don't blame you. Because what the hell is this? Took longs as soon as I got slammed. Valid. Valid, valid. Let's see what book recommendations people gave me on my story. Ego is the enemy. I've wanted to read that for a while. One good trade. 10 times rule. Best loser wins. I need to read that. The Secret, I've read that. The 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. That's interesting. The subtle art of not giving a I've read that. Think and Grow Rich, I've read that. The Alchemist. Ooh, I've heard of that. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. That is by an author who's written another famous book, I think. That is by the same guy who wrote The Power of Positive Thinking, maybe? Let me look. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Or is it by the same guy who wrote the book that I'm reading right now? Who's it by? Yeah, it's by Robin Sharma. Oh my gosh, I'll have to read that because I really like the book that I'm reading right now. It's by the same guy. After the pump, can we look for short? The only setup I would look for right now is short back into the range. But I don't know whether that's going to present or not, or whether it's just going to chop around. We've left equal highs on NQ, so right now it's not happening. I want it that way. Okay, taking those out. Yeah, honestly, I think that's just the only scenario we have here. I mean, I'm not actually surprised we've come up here on reflection. Obviously, hindsight is a beautiful thing, but there was just nothing that was going to turn price around here, especially when SMT didn't hold. Like, it really did make sense for us to come up into this, like, hourly gap piece. If we could get some sort of SMT at this high, that would be nice. Not sure we will, though. Oh my gosh, I've literally got ES on both sides. I'm actually an idiot. How did that even happen? I don't remember doing that. Is that equal? No. Well, it was equal highs then. I was like, holy moly. Yeah, if we could get some sort of SMT here, potentially. Inside a daily SC, that would be pretty optimal. Yes, is about to take that out. Okay, we could potentially find something in here. Potentially find some shorts. Got 11 minutes till the 10 a.m. candle opens, so there's definitely no chance of me taking anything before then. But I think we've got a good chance of finding a short setup, potentially, especially if we can hold an SMT. That would be lovely. SMT, wait for the 4-hour candle to expand higher a little bit. That could potentially even be our retraced OTA. We'll see. I'm just happy that I've been patient with this because I could have easily got chopped up in this trying to force a short to happen. Like, I am bearish and I'm going to stick to my bias. Don't want to marry my bias, but I'm still bearish. But not forcing anything to happen, you know? I told you someone will have taken that. Look, that's Daylo's story. I literally knew it. Knew it. Hands under. They all trade the same shit, I'm telling you. There you go. How much does he risk? He made $400 on one of his accounts. He must risk a decent amount. Maybe he has 100k accounts, I don't know. Guys, I've made such a cool TikTok. I want to show it to you. You guys can be the first people to see it. I made it this morning. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it properly. Maybe. Replay it. Wait. Let me just wait for that again. I want to get copyrighted, so I'm gonna chill on that, but yeah. Well, that was kind of cool, I don't know. The day that I met you, I started dreaming. Could you make a video where you explain how you do a back test? Yeah, for sure. I can 100% make that. I do struggle to backtest on FX replay these days just because of the indicator that I use. Like, I feel like the ICT kill zones and pivots indicator is actually so vital to my trading now. I feel like it's just so much easier to see structure easier, like previous session highs and lows from like days ago. If they're still lingering there, I would never think to draw them coming onto a fresh clean chart, but it's a little bit easy. It's a little bit harder to do it on FX replay, but I can give it a go for sure. At the moment, I've literally just been going back into trading view replay and using that so that I can use the indicator. Day that I met you, I started dreaming. Okay, 8 minutes to the 10 a.m. candle. What I want to see then is I want to see us kind of come down into this area. That's absolutely fine. Come back up and manipulate at 10 a.m. so that we create that open high wick on the candle. Let me just draw it out. So what I'd like to see is I'd like us to come around here, kind of chop around 10 a.m. We come up to negative 2.5 here, and on ES, you know, we chop around, we come up and we sweep out this high, leaving SMT, reject from negative 2.5, close below some sort of low. I enter at OTE. Boom, generational wealth. That's the trade plan right now. Yeah, I have included the volume imbalance. I always include the volume imbalance in my fair value gaps. That is what I want to see right now. I love my little drawing. 5 minutes till the 10 a.m. candle opens. Let's see whether it wants to do what I want it to do, which I've been wanting it to do for the past 2.5 hours. Let's hope so, eh? Let's hope so. That would be flipping awesome. Be flipping awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. This whole range below is imbalanced, by the way. Like, this whole range. Like, we are defo retracing to 0.5. Yeah, love that. This would be a really clean setup if it wants to play out, for sure. Yeah, wow. 0.5 of this leg lines up with New York AM session low as well. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. You did at 8 a.m. You did what at 8 a.m.? Sorry. Let me delete that. That's kind of not useful whatsoever. There we go. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Ugh. Still have so much stuff to do, guys. But I'm waiting patiently for my setup. The day that I met you, I started dreaming. Three minutes until the candle opens. This is exactly what I wanted to see so far. I wanted to just see us chop around till 10 a.m. and then I want to see us go higher and then go lower. That's what I really want to see. Hopefully leave SMT, honestly. I would be so happy if we left SMT. Higher time frame SMT in time inside of higher time frame fair value gap, alongside all my fib levels lining up. Chef's kiss, perfect, love it. We've got the opening range gap below us. We've got an imbalance range below us. We've got London low below us, true day open below us, New York AM low below us. We've got so many sell side targets to work with here. This would be an A+ setup if it presents itself how I want it to. For sure. I don't want to enter shorts, even if, you know, we reject from this area, we're respecting OT, whatever. I don't want to enter shorts unless we manipulate out this high on at least ES. If we don't do that, I don't want to get involved. There's just not enough confluence for me. And if we do come all the way down to 0.5 of this range, then I'm kind of done for the day. That's all my setup ideas done. I wouldn't want to try and catch continuation longs now. I feel like we've gone high enough for the day. Like, I feel like it would just be low probability trying to catch any sort of longs in this scenario. Only scenario is shorts, and I want us to manipulate out this high. I'm not shorting when ES has come this close to this high. And if that 10 a.m. candle is going to be bearish, it needs to open high, you know? No, I have not switched my bias at all. I'm still very bearish. Still, I would only consider taking shorts today. 10 a.m. candles opening in 1 minute. I want to see us reject. This is an old, like, higher time frame high. from a while ago. This black line that I've marked out here, this is like a high. I want to see us sweep that out inside the gap. This lines up with a negative 2.5 that we have. So I'd want to see us sweep that out for sure. And then reject lower. How do you figure out your bias? Well, I expected today to be a New York continuation, to be honest. Because we had a directional move in Asia. We chopped around in London, so I was expecting us to kind of sweep out London high and reverse, but obviously this has not happened. But my bias right now is kind of bearish or nothing, simply because we have swept out so much buy side, so I would not be open to taking long. So I'm either taking an A+ short setup or nothing, basically. Okay, 10 a.m. candles opened. Baby, I met you, I started dreaming. I don't know why I have that reminder. Let's see if we can have a push up. Baby, tell me what you wanna know. Do-do-do-do. This has been such a slow session. Really, really has. I can't believe there's still 138 people here. Is everybody asleep? Like... (1:02 a.m. Oh my gosh, that is some next level commitment. Fair play to you. That's crazy. Wow, this candle is just leaving without us, I guess. I guess she's leaving without us. I did really want to see that being swept out, but actually looking at the 4-hour candle, I'm not sure whether I would have wanted that. That would be a huge wick, which if we're very bearish, I wouldn't have wanted, but... I don't know. I don't know now. Kind of intrigued to have a stab at some shorts, looking at everything. Everything's lining up really nicely. ES looks a little more bearish right now, which is interesting. want to make sure I'm not forcing a trade here. That's the main thing that I want to be sure of. I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes. Looks very different on NQ and ES right now. NQ kind of looks like it could invert this 5-minute one. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. Heaven is a place on earth with you. You really like shorts, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. Looks kind of clean. I'll tell you all the time. Yeah, I feel like I'm not sure about it, so that probably means it's not the best thing to take. I keep putting bloody March contract back on. Oops. I have so many fibs on here. Oh my goodness. So overstimulating. So unbelievably overstimulating. Not going to lie. I think if NQ and ES look the same, then I would be inclined to, but I just don't like how ES is trading inside of a 5-minute gap right now, but NQ is inverted one, you know, like that kind of irks me out a little bit, so I'd rather just wait. Staying as patient as we can. Don't want to throw away all my patience right now, just for one rubbish trade, you know? Okay, we've made it equal highs now. So I'm happy I didn't go for that because that just would not be ideal. Ideally, if I was going to take this short that I wanted to potentially take, like I would have my stop loss, have my entry there, my stop right here, target down there, something like that. Maybe a little higher, maybe like there. So the fact that we have equal highs there, like that's having equal highs in my drawdown spot is not ideal at all. I hope we don't just leave those intact because that would just mean my short setup is out the window for today, which would be super sad. Okay, we've just opened a new 5-minute candle. Inside of this bearish gap, bullish 15-minute. So many flipping things, not even useful anymore. What was that? Damn, I would have been break even on that short right now. But I'm happy not to take things that I'm not pretty set on. Like, I know when I see something A plus because I'm like, yes, this is A plus, da 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 da. But I was thinking about it for way too long, you know? Setup that I wanted to take was something like this from wherever. Something like that. I would be break even on this already. But there's no way I'm getting involved now that we have equal highs. ES is also more bearish, I've just noticed. I'll tell you all the time. I just don't like those being there. I would not short with those there. Otherwise, I would like this a lot. I could see us retracing from here. Potentially. Oh, this is just awful. The one setup I find and I can't take is crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. It literally just went without me. I still, like, I'm not too upset about it. I still think we have room, but I don't like this whole scenario that we have going on here. I really don't. I really don't like that whole scenario. Honestly. Today has taught me patience. And that's about it. Yeah, exactly. Following your rules is more important than taking a win. 100%. 100% believe that. Missed that one. Yeah. That's pretty rough. How many R would be up if I did decide to take that? This is the thing though, like I can reflect and I can be like, oh, I didn't take the trade, but I wasn't sure about the trade. And when you're not sure about the trade, whether it hits or not, you shouldn't take it. Bad habit. Would be up for R right now though, so it's kind of sad. No, I've not caught a trade. I was waiting for a short setup, but I didn't get in. Didn't like the fact that we had equal highs here. At all. I didn't like that at all. Are they contacts or your real eyes? They're my real eyes. I do wear contact lenses, but they're just for sight, so they're clear. we sweep out these equal highs, still be open to look for shorts. I don't think we're done yet. We haven't retraced a 0.5 on either NQ or ES, so I still think we have further to go. But I need those equal highs gone, otherwise I'm not entering. Looks like we may sweep out the highs. Looks like we might. Who knows? No, I'm 21. Don't insult me like that. Hopefully you will cook. I hope so. I feel like I deserve a decent trade because I've been so patient with this one. Entry. I have no entry so far. None at all. 0. I know, don't worry. I'm not offended. I'm just joking. Past 10. Oh my god, we've actually been waiting for this for so freaking long. You are very emotionally intelligent for 21. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Try my best. Come on, NQ. What are you waiting for setups in 7? Literally. We were talking about the profitability of males versus females before. You have been sitting patiently, and I have made $2,000 and lost it in the last 20 minutes. Oh no. That's so sad. That is so sad. Take out the equal highs, man. Not dealing with this tomfoolery we've got going on here. But it is dupe delighting on the loss. Oh. Men are just like way more confident traders, I feel. The amount of times I've like had a setup in mind and I see it play out and I haven't taken it, just due to lack of confidence, is crazy. ES looks so much cleaner right now, but I'm just not shorting while NQ has equal highs. I'm from the UK. Who's your favorite UK politician? I don't really follow politics at all. I feel like it harms your mental health. Like, I am so, like, I'm very much in a state of mind now where I'm like, ignorance is actually bliss when it comes to politics. Like, there's so much fear mongering. I just, CBA. I've never been interested in it anyway, to be honest. No, I've never been into Doctor Who, actually. I feel like I would like it, though. I don't actually think I've ever seen it. I feel like it is a show that I would probably like. Oh, I'm gonna go for a walk after that. Actually, I'm gonna eat some food as soon as I come up here. This whole stream I've been saying how starving I am. So I'm gonna eat my food and then I'm gonna go for a walk because I'm actually losing the will to live just staring at this. I really am. Come on, take out the highs. I'm not messing around in now. You look like Rose in it, played by Billy Piper. We look. You think so? I feel like our faces are kind of different. Like, if I was brunette, I feel like you wouldn't say. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit, I don't know. Come on, take out those eagle freaking. Why does ES look so much cleaner though? Do you know what I mean? Have you tried Top Step? I tried Top Step like once. Did you learn your strategy just from Ivan's YouTube? I'm in his private group as well. So that does help. He has calls every single day, sometimes twice a day. He's just an insane trader though. Like on the days where everybody else in the mentorship has like lost, he still somehow wins. Like it's just crazy. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. Right, we're not doing that, Queen. We're not. I'm telling you, we're not doing that. I'm bored. So trust me, so am I. I'm bored of this price action. I need those equal highs to be swept, and then like I'm ready to short. It looks like Millie Gibson. Well, I look like Millie Gibson. Well, this Rose person looks like Millie Gibson. Who's Millie Gibson? Millie Gibson. Okay, that's interesting. I'm convinced once we sweep those out, shorts are going to play out. I'm convinced. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Who flipping knows? ES is just so much cleaner. Like, ES is making gaps and shit. Yeah, ES 15-minute looks clean for shorts. Once those equal highs are swept out, which would mean we'd tap into the 15-minute gap just here. Not us adding a third high into the equal high scenario that we've got going on. 10:30, man. 10:30. If this is going to play out, it needs to play out pretty soon. What's your favorite chocolate to eat before you feel sick? What do you mean before I feel sick? How long ago did you start trading? Around a year ago. I started taking it seriously. Oh, this is just fucking boring. Come on, sweep the high, man. Sweep the flipping high. I feel like I should call it a day. I'm going to give it like 5 minutes and then I'm going to call it a day because I don't want to just get caught up in whatever the is because this is so unbelievably slow. Like, we have moved like hardly anywhere. Ugh. I've been here for so long waiting for this setup, but it's just like, it's getting to a point now where I'm like, yeah, we're tapping into this 15-minute, but we've still left equal highs. We've added another equal high to the equation. We've now got these and we've got these. Brilliant. Brilliant. Love that. I love it when that happens, honestly. It makes me so happy. I love it when that happens. You know, when you want to take shorts, but we create 4 equal highs. Yeah. I love it when that happens. Oh my god. It's ridiculously crazy. It's just ridiculous. Oh my god, finally. Whoa, I've been waiting for this one. Wow, it was about flipping time. Jeez. Right, I'm giving approximately 5 minutes to see a short setup to present, and if it doesn't happen, I'm hopping off because this is just so boring. Like, I'm not letting any more manipulations take place. I'm not having any of it. If the short setup does not present right now, I'm done. Like, I've been patient enough for this. There's only so long I can wait for the setup, and I feel like we may have moved where we wanted to go for the session potentially. Okay, I want us to create a low here that we can then sweep out. That would be nice. Okay, we're not going to do that. We've got a bit of momentum. A bit of momentum going on. Okay. Oh my god. So unbelievably low. Okay, I like this. This looks nice, doesn't it? This looks nice and friendly. Will the patience pay off? You know what? If it doesn't, I'm still going to pat myself on the back because I've been very, very patient today. Very patient. So my entry model, if it presents, will be a sweep of this low. I'm going to take this on a yes as the yes is weaker. Sweep of this low. I don't want us to, if we break above this high, I'm turning my charts off. It's either we sweep this low and we get an entry, or we break this high and I'm done. I want to see us hold this sweep of these equal highs, push below this low here, and I'll enter off OTA on a pullback. That is what I would love to see right now. And if we don't get that, then I am 100% done, for sure. I'm from the UK. Patience pays. Yeah, in the long term for sure. Patience will pay. Yeah, I thought the accent would give it away, but I feel like a lot of people are like not familiar with it. Because I don't have like a London accent. My accent is very much neutral, British. Like with London accents, I feel like they're quite easy to tell. Okay, we've had the sweep on NQ, but not on ES. NQ still, ES looks more bearish though still. No, I can't do more than 10, I forgot. I'm gonna have to take it on bloody NQ and just be careful, I think. Is the vibe. Ooh. Oh, no. No. I'm done. I was gonna take that, but I held off. I wanted to see some sort of rejection from OTA. A little bit of momentum, but it didn't come, so I didn't place my order, thankfully, because I would have just been stopped out right there. Yeah, I'm done. I wanted to see us reject from here. I really did. I feel like this is just going to be chopped now. I don't want to get caught up in stupid chop, to be honest. So I'm going to turn off my charts for the day. I've been super patient today trying to wait for a setup, which just didn't happen. The short setup, I'm fairly sure, for New York AM is this short right here. So that's super unfortunate for the day, but it is what it is. I'm absolutely starving, so yeah, I saved you. I had my chat turned off then, so you are not taking credit for that. That was all me, I'm afraid. Yeah, a very patient day. Patience pays. We conserve capital for another day. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be back live streaming again tomorrow. We have some red folder news tomorrow, so hopefully we will have some better setups, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.